Hi, I'm Amanda Lloyd, Director of Sales at Trinity Logistics, and if you've been experiencing sticker shock with freight rates lately, you're not alone. It's not a secret that tight capacity means freight rates stay high. Shippers who take the time to think about the situation and what they can do to be proactive will have a better chance at finding capacity and managing costs. Keep watching to learn how you can find ways around tight capacity when shipping refrigerated products. When capacity is tight and rates are high, carriers get to pick and choose what load they want. Make sure your jobs are more desirable by keeping them easy to complete. One way to do this is through freight consolidation. Regional consolidation makes freight easier for carriers to work with. Simply put, instead of using a long-haul truck to make many pickups or deliveries in a regional area, hire a regional short-term expert to do that part. They make all the pickups and deliver to one spot so that your long-haul carrier can make one easy pickup and drive onward. Vice versa, if the long-haul carrier would drop off at one regional facility and then the regional carrier can make the many deliveries. We found that consolidating freight this way increases the percentage of on-time deliveries, which increases your product's shelf life and customer satisfaction. This goes hand in hand with making your freight easy to work with. Often produce vendors will work with many packing house facilities. Make sure you confirm with the shipper where the truck needs to pick up. It's never a great start to a shipment when a driver must search location after location for this pickup. Not only does the driver get frustrated, but with being time-sensitive shipment, you want to make sure there are no hang-ups so your product's shelf life is as long as possible. And this right here might be your most important piece of advice. Make sure your selected carriers are properly vetted. What exactly do we mean by that? This means making sure that they have reefer breakdown coverage, or making sure that they have the right amount of insurance coverage in case something goes wrong. For example, if you know a thing or two about cherries, you know that they're hard to come by, and based on market conditions, their value can change quickly. Does your carrier have that coverage should there be a problem? There's also FSMA compliance to consider now. Does your carrier know how to work with your product? Do they have the experience? You should keep all of these factors in mind regardless of market conditions. When selecting and vetting your carriers, remember that there is a big difference in between the cheapest truck and the right truck. Finding and building a relationship with providers that execute year-round temperature-controlled freight across the country can give you a competitive advantage. By having that relationship, you know and better trust your provider because they have proven experience in understanding it working with perishable freight. Additionally, having that reliable relationship can help you keep your costs down. Making use of transportation management technology can also help you. Having a TMS gives you a full view of your network and transportation management. You'll be able to see what's happening across all markets, ensuring proper rates for shipments, finding freight consolidation, and tracking everything from start to finish. You should always strive to be a shipper of choice. Carriers are in a position to choose which shippers they want to work with. Shippers who provide better experiences for carriers can reap long-term benefits in the form of higher service levels, fewer claims, and better rates. To become a shipper that carriers want to work with, it's important to have fair accessorial schedule, pay quickly, tender with an ample lead time, simplify your appointment scheduling process, have realistic transit times, turn drivers as quickly as possible, and provide basic amenities for drivers. When truckload capacity is tight, using a variety of modes can help mitigate capacity challenges while reducing your costs. Exploring multimodal options can be a great way to diversify risk, add capacity, and protect your freight budget. It can also give you the opportunity to reduce your carbon footprint. Whether you awarded hundreds of lanes in an RFP event or are a small shipper relying on the spot market, it's important to have your supply chain driven by data, and tracking carrier performance is a part of that. If you can't track it, how else can you make improvements? Be sure to communicate your KPIs to every carrier you work with so that it can be crystal clear on your expectations and regularly evaluate your carrier base. If you found some tips today that can better help you, it's not too late to act. The faster you act, the more likely you will beat your competition to the punch. Trinity has over 40 years of experience working with temperature-controlled shipments and through years of supply chain disruptions. We can help you with capacity, freight consolidation, TMS technology, and most importantly, we have a tailored people-centric approach to our business. To learn more or request a quote on your shipment, visit trinitylogistics.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on the latest logistics news and education.